This is not an iPhone. This is a $3 trillion military-grade weapon aiming straight at your brainstem. If you're watching this, it's because your most primal needs and impulses have been weaponized to get you to give up all your precious minutes and hours down to the last second. This is done with an invisible asymmetry of power. This is Tristan Harris, and you should really watch his whole testimony before Congress. Bottom line is this: you are being fucking harvested, and no one is coming to save you. You see, the thing is, our phones are designed to keep us engaged. We actually really find it hard to not pay attention to these platforms which are on our devices. And most of us don't realise that we are being manipulated to some type of degree.
Our minds have these kinds of backdoors. There's kind of, if you're human and you wake up and you open your eyes, there is a certain set of dimensions to your experience that can be manipulated.
Our whole digital experience is actually carefully curated. And companies know this.
There's this whole playbook of persuasive techniques that actually I learned when I was at the Stanford Persuasive Technology Lab, and that most people in Silicon Valley in the tech industry learned as ways of getting your attention.
But there are some simple techniques in ways we can fight back. It starts off by turning off all your notifications, except for when a real human is trying to contact you. When you get a call, a text, or a message, it's usually when someone is trying to contact you. And a lot of today's apps simulate that kind of feeling, that social interaction, in order to get you spending more time on your device. So for example, if I have a friend in common with a particular platform, I might get a notification come through. But notifications haven't always been like this. It was originally created by BlackBerry as an easier way to check emails, which historically was a bit of a laborious process. They perfected the art of notifications and checking emails, but this didn't go unnoticed by Apple. But today you can get notifications from literally any app. And because of this, you never know what notification from what app that you're going to get. And interestingly enough, because we don't know what we're getting when it comes to notifications, it implements the same type of logic behind slot machines. And it works. Slot machines make more money in the US than baseball, movies and theme parks put together. And they're 3 to 4 times more addicting than other types of gambling. There is some light though. Through some recent updates, the latest version of iOS actually implements group notifications. This is where a batch of notifications will be released at set times as opposed to a constant feed. Then there's grayscaling your screen. If you look back at any old app and compare them to new apps, you'll see that they're brighter and more vibrant, using warm colours. One way to attract our eyes is through colour. We are attracted to bright things. And this is why notifications are red. If it was this colour, it wouldn't have the effect. Or this. It doesn't have the same impact as this. You can actually change your device to grayscale in the accessibility settings. When everything is black and white, there's no focus on anything. You can't really distinguish what's really more important quickly. Make sure on your home screen you only have apps for everyday use. Many apps implement this type of doom scrolling effect where you're constantly scrolling and the content is infinite. And you can see apps implementing this taking away your control with features like autoplay. Video autoplay works in a similar way. It reduces your sense of control and the barrier to consume more content. We don't have a great internal cue for us to stop scrolling. And because so many apps don't have an endpoint, it's important to build your apps around what you want to do. We use our phones a lot and we underestimate how much we're actually using them. And it's a question you probably should ask yourself: what really is worth your time?